And shalom, shalom. And first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Barchakwadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel and truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh Bashem Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh Bashem Shai, Lord willing, fall upon our houses. Amen. So I was meditating on this lesson, really all day, really just going into this article. As it states right here, it says states banning the sale of new gas-powered vehicles. Right now, I had seen this article or another article similar to it a couple days ago. Brothers were posting in the chat, but the spirit didn't hop on me at that moment to go into it. So I was also meditating on it, waiting for the spirit to hop on me, So the spirit hopped on me to go into it, and Lord will, it is edifying. Lord will, it is straight to the point. This is in transit, so Salakia, if I'm if I do what I just did, man, I kind of got a little distracted, man. But obviously because I'm on the road, but nonetheless, Lord will, I'll try my best to bring out the scriptures, to the best of my ability. Like I said, I'm driving, but anyways, I had seen this article, man, and one thing that stuck out to me is, as you go down and you scroll through this article, I think it's around, let me see. You can ultimately pause the screen, and this is what stuck out to me right here. You can pause the screen and read it, go back and read it, for yourselves, whatever you need to do. But ultimately, this right here, stuck out to me because I remember, something that had been brought up, I want to say a few months ago, man. But I'll read this right here. I'm at a stop sign, so I'll read it, or a stoplight, so I'll read it. It says, this is critical, right? This is the governor of Washington, right? It says, this is a critical milestone in our climate fight, right? Because ultimately California, had supposedly enacted a law, by 2035 that there's going to be absolutely no sales of gas-powered vehicles in the state, right? You cannot sell a gas-powered vehicle in the state. Now, you will be able to use, or be able to buy pre-owned vehicles, right, that are still gas-powered, right? But you're not going to be able to buy new vehicles that are gas-powered, right? And they're trying to ultimately, do that by 2035, which I don't believe that we're going to make it to that, 2035. I don't even believe, we're going to make it to 2030, right? But nonetheless, if you read this, it says this is a critical milestone in our climate fight. Washington set in law a goal for all new car sales to be zero emissions by 2030, and we're ready to adopt California's regs by the end of this year. Now we understand that Esau Edom, when he speaks, he sort of speaks in code, right? He'll ultimately say certain things, that, especially these lower government officials, right? They'll say certain things or throw out a certain code word, that ultimately lets, the rest of those that are in on it know that they're down for the cause, right? The elite's cause, right? Their whole agenda, right? And then when you look at that, year 2030, right? It goes into the agenda that brothers were talking about, like I said, a few months ago, man. Maybe even 6 months ago. Probably the end of last year. As far back. I'm not too 100% sure on the exact dates. But nonetheless, brothers did videos on the Agenda 21, right, or Agenda 2030. Right, and I was going into it earlier, and I've already done, videos on it. You could probably go into, my video archives, man, and possibly look for it. It was months back, so it might take some time to look for it, or you could just type it in, GMS Agenda 21, or Agenda 2030. I'm pretty sure you'll find multiple videos of brothers doing videos on it, but nonetheless. Agenda 21 or Agenda 2030, they're when you go into what they're basically Esau Edom is trying to do, he's basically trying to set up his own kingdom, man. Because they're trying to have equality. They're trying to have poverty being completely redacted and all these different things that would be in a utopia, man. And that's the picture that they paint, right? They're trying to paint a picture of building a utopia, but we understand that for Esau Edom to do that, right? Because he's talking about gas powered vehicles, right? Talking about getting rid of gas powered vehicles, right? For Esau Edom to ultimately establish some type of in his mind a utopia, what has to happen, man? We understand, 2 Corinthians 2:11, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. So he makes it seem like to the average person when they read these articles, that he's, ultimately trying to make the world better, right? Build back better, Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, right? He's trying to have the average person read these things, right? Because the average person doesn't look behind, between the lines, right? So the average person will read these things and be like, oh, okay, well, they're enacting laws that are ultimately going to make the world better. When in reality, no, it's not, man. Esau Edom he creates these big ass laws, right? Multiple, thousands of pages, just so he can slip in one little policy or one little law, right? Which will help further his agenda, right? Help further him being able to force you people to take the charagma, right? Which is Daniel's 8:25, man. Through his policies, right? His laws, he shall cause his craft to prosper, man. So he'll sit there and bring forth. Ah, damn. Slack it, man. But he'll ultimately bring forth these laws, these big ass laws. You know what I mean? Just to slip in this little ass clause or little ass policy or little ass law inside of that big ass law or big ass bill, right? That allows him to do what he needs to do, man. But again, people don't read between the lines. People don't read, right? So it goes right over their freaking heads, man. Everything that Esau Edom does as far as laws and infrastructure and this and the third is ultimately is building towards his NWO, man, his New World Order, man. This is why not only is they're trying to get rid of gas-powered cars to basically boost, the sales of electrical cars. It's because he wants you to be able to take the charagma, man. Right now, you have Tesla out here. Now offering, the little rice grain, man, to be able to get in your cars, man. They're advertising it, man. And more infrastructure, right, for the MO to the TB is being brought out, man. More and more of it, man. And ultimately, for those that are in the faith, this should boost your faith, man. This should make you happy as shit, man. Because why? Because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is bringing forth, and fulfilling prophecy right before our eyes, man. Right? This should make you happy, man. Because we're at the very end and we know this, right? But nonetheless, we're in that time. What is it? Habakkuk 2 and 3, right? For the vision is yet for an appointed time. We're in that time. Revelations 19 and 20, right? He's deceiving them that took the M-A-R-K, right? And him ultimately setting up, his basically his infrastructure and playing on you people's convenience to be able to deceive you, right? And then and then right after, because again, there's going to be people that are not going to take it, right? There's going to be people that are not going to take the charagma, right? But Esau Edom wants everybody on the same page, right? You can read that in the Agenda 23 or 2030, or Agenda, or also known as Agenda 21. You can read that in the agenda, right? He wants everybody, the whole world, right? That's that NWO, New World Order, man. To get everybody off of this old system, right, which is crumbling, and to put everybody on a new system, a new laws, so to speak, man. And everybody's got to be on it, man. All these countries, and this is why you see a lot more countries coming out with these CBDCs, going going digital, or you know, however it may be, man. Everybody, all these, none of these governments, you know, act autonomously, man. They're all governed by the elite banker families, man. You know, because they run the world, man. They have all the money, right? So they're ultimately following, you know, and to the average person, it's like, you know, no, this, that, and the third's going on. No, in reality, you know, Esau, Edom, beginning with the elites, right, are behind the scenes, you know, stirring shit up, man. You know, putting, you know, playing chess, man. You know, they're playing chess. Everything is working the way the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah wants it to, man. And it's in its perfection. It's doing it in its perfection, man. You know, and that's the beauty of it, man. Everything's happening the way it should, man. You know, and ultimately, it's happening in the elect's favor, man. In reality, it's happening in the elect's favor. Why? Because time is speeding up, and these prophecies have to come to pass before we can get out of here, man. And we're seeing them start to come to pass, man, which is, again, beautiful, you know? Hey, so for those that are in the faith, hey, those that are in the sheepfold, hey, guess what, man? Hey, you should start getting a little excited, man. Now, you don't get too excited. We're not out of here yet. You know, we still have the, you know, the test, you know, the greatest test, the hardest test that we will ever face, you know, upon us. But nonetheless, you should be like, hey, man, that's like, you know what I mean? You're in your senior year in high school, man. You know what I mean? And you're you're in the last few months of your high school career. You start getting a little excited, man. You understand you still got the finals, right? But you start getting a little excited. Hey, we're in that moment, man. You know? You should be going harder, man. You should be the spirit should hit you hard, man. Doing videos, hey, whether it be walking talks, whether it be, you know, in transits, it don't matter what it is, man. Hey, the spirit should be hitting you hard, man. And you should be going hard for Yahweh Shem Shah's sake, man. You know? Because again, this is the time that we're in. You know? It's go hard or you ain't gonna go home, man. You know? And we trying to go home, so we gotta go hard, man. You know? There's no ifs, ands, or buts, man. You know? And so this Agenda 2030, aka Agenda 21, is in full bloom, man. You know? Is in full bloom right now, man. You know, and they got multiple names for it, man. You know, Build Back Better Law, this, that, Build Back Better Bill, this and that. They all are congruent with each other, man. You know? All with one agenda in place, man. And that's to ultimately, you know, for Esau Edom to establish his NWO, man. You know? Hey, so we're in that time, man. So, hey, the scriptures say that blessed is he that, you know, that keepeth it, you know, they keep watching, keepeth his garments, man. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments. Revelations 16 and 15, man. So, hey, stay on your watch, man. Stay on your toes, man. Hey, we're almost out of here, man. You know, so with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shah Bashem, Rachak Wadash, double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election Yahweh Shem Shah, Lord willing, upon your house. I'm going to say shalom until next time.